All right. Well, we're back, Dad, and let's. You have a cool story about Mommy Rosie in Germany on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I did. She loved to ride, and she was a good rider, by the way. And she had that Honda 404, and we were down near Munich area one time with a bunch of us.
What year you think this was?
I would say 73, 74, 75 in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our own group then, which met over our house almost every Saturday morning. It seemed like that was the place to meet, over our house. And open up my garage, and the bikes would come. We'd tune the bikes up, or do this or do that, or whatever. Mainly BMWs. And mine was an R75/5, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, on this trip, we were starting to come back. I think it was a weekend trip, and we were coming back home. And we had this other rider with us who had just got into motorcycling, and he was a captain with his wife on the back. But I don't think he should ever have gotten a motorcycle. He just could not lean. You come to a corner, and you only had the tendency to try to steer. Of course, you can't do that. Anyway, we had another rider with us. He's a lawyer, Paul Lewis. And I think the bike he had, no, I'll not swear to it, but I think it was a R90S at that time. At those days, that was a good fast bike. And he says, "Look, I'm going to go on ahead." Because we got this very curvy, mountainous kind of road, and he thought he'd want to play around with them. So, boom, he puts on the gas, and away he goes. He disappears. Rosie says, "I think I'll go after him." Boom, she disappears. So I stayed behind, more or less
Babysitting.
ensuring, So later on, when we all met up again, Paul Lewis is just shaking his head, and hey, what's going on? He says, "My gosh," he says, "you wouldn't believe it." He says, "Here I'm going dashing up the road, swinging away, and I see this motorcyclist behind me, and all of a sudden I realize it's Rosie, and she's catching up to me." He says he couldn't believe it.
Wow, he was impressed, huh?
Oh, he was very impressed. She was good. No, she was. She was a good rider.
Well, you taught her.
Yeah, but again, it's the person too, whether it's a natural or not. And she was a natural on a bike. She was good.
Cool.